Hello everyone, welcome back to Africa Business Insider. I am Jean-Claude Agbotem, your guide to navigating businesses and opportunities in the African continent. With me, you're sure of doing good business in the African continent, so you can always hit our door at all time. One of the easiest ways to start a business in Africa is the personal service business. And with many people moving to urban cities in the African continent, more and more demand for personal services are coming up on a daily basis. And this is an opportunity. A personal service is a service we all need because no man is an island. And on a daily basis, we need 1, 2, and more people to do one thing for us or the other. If you have ever thought of starting a personal service business, be it in Lagos, Cotonou, Parakou, Lomé, Accra, Abidjan, Douala, N'Djamena, or wherever you are, Kenya, Nairobi, etc., then this video is for you. Because today, I'm going to put you through the process of starting a personal service in Africa, a personal service business in Africa, and what you should know. Because I can tell you, starting and building a personal service in Africa is becoming a more and more lucrative business with a wider scope of opportunities. Stay tuned as we bring you more. Thank you for being there. We're going to talk about how to start a personal service business in Africa. And like I said in the introduction, I'm going to give you the step-by-step guide on how you can start your personal service and make the best out of it. And the first thing I will tell you is that find a high demand niche. When we talk business, we talk a niche. A niche is a skill, it's a defined service or a defined need of the people. And when you're looking at this niche, it is very easy. Just start by looking at what you yourself will need most. What are the things, what are the services, the need of a day-to-day African? And when you look at that, you will see that a day-to-day African need food, need basic necessities. And sometimes going to get these basic necessities is actually where you come. Making life easy for people is a personal service. And in this case, I will want you to understand that there are a lot of things that you must take into consideration. Just study your environment. I remember having an exchange with someone who wanted to start a business. And I asked the person, what is that thing that you need most? And the answer to that question opens her head to her personal service business. So don't just imagine that people are going to need something. No. You must ascertain this need. And sometimes you start by your own self. So the food business can be a personal service business for you. You may not be the one in the restaurant, but you can be the bridge between the restaurant and the person. Another personal service business that can be more demanded in Africa is the hair styling and skincare, especially when women are concerned. There are some women who do their hair on a weekly basis. In fact, no woman can stay for more than 1 month without doing her hair. Some men do regular, some go on weekly basis. A personal service can come here. You may not need a barbing shop or a salon. You can do a day service, a home service. COVID-19 opened our eyes to understanding that home services can actually make you more money because they involve no risk. House cleaning, event planning, photography, catering. These are all niches that can make you start your business, your personal service business. But like I said, your personal service business must be to answer the need of the people. You don't need to invent it. And because you're not inventing it, you just need to understand the trend. You just need to understand the demand. And then you come in at the level of supply, as they say in economics. Because that is what a business is all about. The second thing I'll talk here is your understanding of the local market. One of the things I always teach people when I'm talking business in Africa, and also having the opportunity to go to different countries in Africa, is that we are Africans, yes, but we are different. So you understanding the local market reality is very important. For example, if you are in Nigeria, the way you will treat somebody in Lagos is not the way you treat somebody in Kaduna, is not the way you treat somebody in Kano. If you are in Benin, the way you treat somebody in Cotonou will not be the same way you treat somebody in Porto Novo, or Parakou, or Djougou, or Natitengu, and so on and so forth. So you must understand this and fashion your services to answering that. For example, in Cotonou, where I've lived for some time, I can tell you that it's not easy for you to go to people's houses. People don't want you to come to their houses. So if you want to, if your personal service has to do with home delivery, then you must fashion it maybe in a way that you will have a focal point where everybody can come there. Because I remember my dry cleaner, how I pressured him before he started coming to my house to come and get my dresses. And when I advised him, I said, don't you see that with your other client, you can make your program that maybe on weekly basis, you go to their houses to go. And he was telling me that in Cotonou, people don't accept you come to their houses. So these are local market realities that you have to do. Another local market reality that you have to take into consideration is the pricing. The way you price somebody for a job in Lagos will not be the same in Abuja or Anambra. There are certain realities. Even in Lagos, the way you price somebody in VI will not be the same like someone in Ikorodu or someone in Ikeja. So those are realities that you must understand. When you understand this reality, it becomes very easy. And sometimes we take cultural realities into consideration because it matters. If you are in the northern part of Nigeria, you must understand the culture there and know how to deal with that culture. You will not go and propose, for example, the ladies, if you want to offer somebody a hairstyle, you will know that this person is not a Christian, this person is a Muslim. And what does the Muslim, what do Muslims like when it comes to hair issue? So those are the things that you must take into consideration. And if you understand them, then life becomes very easy for you. The third step is that you have to legalize your hustle. There is a course I always talk about, professional hustling. You see, the truth is that most personal services start like hustle, which is very good, which is nice. I am not against. I teach personal hustling and professional hustling. The issue is that you must know that you operate in a country and that your hustle is being regulated by the laws of that country. And the truth sometimes is that when we begin our hustling, we are so much carried in the small money we are getting from it that sometimes we forget that legalizing your hustle opens your door and gives you more credibility. When I talk in terms of legalizing your hustle, I'm not only talking about getting it registered, I'm also talking about getting some certifications. There are some professional services that you need to get some certification. For example, if you are a coach, you need to get a certification as a coach, because it will give you credibility. It will make you stand out from the crowd. If you are a hairdresser, you need to get some certification. So all those things, you must legalize your hustle. And to do that, you just need to ask the right question in compliance with the laws of your country. For example, what does the law say about this my hustle? If I'm a cleaner, if I'm a home cleaner, what does the law say about my home cleaner? It also protects you from eventualities, because in business, no one can tell. There are a lot of people who are being owed by some persons they have offered personal services to, but they cannot claim the payment because they virtually have nothing to show that they actually did something. Because the way personal services operate in Africa sometimes is that it is not legalized at all. There are even some people who offer personal services without even an invoice, without even a basic contract. So all those things, you must take them into consideration. Your hustle is good, yes, but make sure that you legalize your hustle and operate your hustle professionally, because it is for your own interest and you are the one that will make the benefit of legalizing and professionalizing your hustle. The next thing is for you to start small. Start lean with smart technology. You know, there is a big tendency in Africa that when people want to start anything, any income generating activity, they always think of capital. That's why you hear people talk of, I want to start something, but I need capital. Yes, you need capital, but what is capital? The first capital that you need is you. If you master something, if you master the art of cooking, if you master the art of cleaning, if you master the art of coaching or whatsoever, that's already the capital you need. And you can start small. And the way the world is today, with modern technology, we have the opportunity to start. To start is very easy. You just need, once you have identified your niche, you just need to know the people that need the service that you offer and reach out to them. Use WhatsApp group, use your Facebook page, use your Instagram, TikTok, and keep doing and doing. Sometimes too, one of the things one will tell me is that I posted and nobody responded. No, you are not. I'm not telling you you're going to post today and someone will respond. No, you need to keep posting. Someone will start. It will start with one person. It will start with that one person that will come for your service, that will say, let me give you a try. And by the time you do that thing for that one person, wow, other people keep coming. So you must understand that you don't need all the whole world, because a personal service depends entirely on you. For example, if I want to start a home training session or an online training session, what matters is me. I don't need a school. I don't need 4 walls, a building, etc. I just need to make sure that people understand the kind of teaching I offer and how it can change their lives. That's essential. Any other thing, it will come after. If you are starting a home cleaning service, you just need to tell people that you can clean their houses. And what is that thing that you're going to add to make your cleaning stand out? It's simple. And sometimes you may just need to go for some training to understand what it takes. And sometimes even you can even become somebody's boy to learn it more. And by starting as a boy, you are learning. And that is already you starting your business. Because it's a process. Like Jesus said, unless a seed falls to the ground and dies, it cannot germinate to produce more. So you must understand that starting is nothing in a personal service. All you need is yourself. All you need is the energy you provide. But a lot of the times, people don't want to put this energy. You are doing a hairdressing service, you are a good hairdresser, and your neighbors don't even know that you are a good hairdresser. Because we have been made in such a way that we feel we can sit and things come to us. Just imagine that you are a hairdresser and you are in an estate or in a quarter or wherever you live, and you knock doors of the women around you, making them understand that you may even start by doing it for them for free. You just tell them that just buy the materials that you need and then I'll do it for you free, ma. If it is good, the next time I do it, you'll pay me. By the time you do that, you're getting customers instead of just sitting and waiting. And you must understand that personal service has to do with your skills, and everybody has a skill that someone needs. I know of someone that started his personal service in Douala just by helping people to pay their electricity and water bills. And this guy started like a joke. He just needed to tell people that if they want to pay their bills, he can help them pay. At that time, there was no mobile payment like now. And mind you, from that payment, from that alone, this guy became a brand in payment of bills. Because he will go from one house to another, collect their bills. Because there are people who are so busy that they don't have time to go and queue just to pay bills. And you can do that for them. By the time you're doing that, you're making money. There are people today in Nigeria and other towns in Africa who are just doing that home delivery service for food. They connect with restaurants, and these restaurants help them get clients. Because we need one another. So you don't need something big to start. You just need something small to start, and then you carry on with it. The fifth thing you need to do is to build a memorable brand. It is true that it's a personal service you are rendering, but sometimes you must understand that business goes with brand. A brand is what will make you stand out. A brand is what will make you be remembered by everybody. And so, as you're moving in your business, you must think of having a business name, a logo, a well-designed social media presence. Because the issue with personal service sometimes is that people don't understand that it's a journey. The fact that you start small doesn't mean you remain small. You start small, but you are starting small to grow. And as time is going on, you must build this brand. You must emphasize on what makes you different. That thing that people will always remember. And building a brand in business, I always tell people, start with how you relate with your customers. There is nothing big like you being remembered as the first option when someone needs something. So you must ask yourself this question: what is that thing that I can make that person that I have served him yesterday remember me tomorrow? What is that thing that I can do By the time you have answers to these questions, you'll be standing out. And by the time you build your brand, you realize that your clients will not only be clients, they will become your referrals. They will start to build your business for you, because the person that you did her hair today will bring 2 people tomorrow. Those 2 people will bring 3 people. And by the time you know it, your market is growing. And as it is growing, you are in business. That is what is important as far as personal service business is concerned in Africa. Another issue you must understand has to do with network and collaboration. Yes. The truth we must say here is that some personal services start alone. Most personal services start alone. What we call solo entrepreneur or solopreneur. Solo entrepreneurship is not a bad thing, it's very normal. Because sometimes when you start, you're the one having the dream, you're the one having the vision, so it's not easy to get other people involved. But as you are moving, you must learn to network and collaborate. On the side of networking, you need to see people that you can connect with that can give you the clients you need. For example, if you are doing a home delivery service, you can connect with restaurants who can give you clients. If you are doing a home delivery service, you can connect with shops, with stores, supermarkets that can help you to get clients. If you are doing a hairdressing service, you can connect with event organizers, event planners. So you realize that your network is actually going to develop your business for you. Now, in terms of collaboration, as your business is growing, you need to know some kind of people you can collaborate with, because there are some gigs that you're going to have that you can't handle them all alone. Imagine, for example, if you're doing your home cleaning service, and as you are moving on, your client base starts to increase. You can no more do it alone, because you need to clean about 4 or 5 houses per day, for example. You cannot say you will do that all alone. So as you're moving in your personal service business, you need to also understand that you need some people you can collaborate with, because the business is going to grow big, and as it grows big, you will not be able to do it all alone. Now, the 7th step I will talk here, which is very important, is to scale your business. And you have to scale smartly. Now, remember, there is no stagnant business. As your business is growing, you have to scale it. And scaling your business is bringing in partners. It's also expanding. For example, you started with doing your service maybe in just Abuja. Now you have to think of Lagos, you have to think of Onitsha, you have to think of other towns. And by the time you're thinking of that, you're thinking of partners, you're thinking of people to work with. The reason being that when you scale your business, you can stand competition. For example, look at what Dangote is doing. Dangote is scaling his business in the world. I even heard that at some time Dangote wanted to buy Arsenal Football Club. So you see, people are scaling. So even at your personal service business, you can also scale it, no matter how you look at it. Because if you scale it, it will grow. One other way you can scale your personal service business is to bring new services. Because as you are rendering the services and going, you will see the gap. There are gaps you may need to fill. And filling those gaps may be you bringing in new services that can make your clients see you as companion, not just as any other service provider. In doing that, you are sure your business is growing, and you are sure your business can stand the heat of time. Dear people, we've come to the end of today's session. Africa is full of untapped opportunities. There are a lot of untapped opportunities in Africa. But one thing, we have refused to scale our mindset. Until you understand that, then you continue to be stagnant in Africa and blaming the government, blaming everybody except yourself. So whether you are in Lagos, Nairobi, Accra, Cotonou, Douala, Jamena, wherever you are in Africa, you can start now by thinking and developing your personal service business. Because I know as you're watching me now, you know how to do something. It may be cleaning, it may be teaching, it may be one thing or the other. And there are a lot of people around you that need that service. That's all you need to do. You don't need any medicine. You don't need any magic to start. You just need you. And that is what we do on Business Insider. If you like this video, why not subscribe and keep watching? Because we're coming up as we can with new videos to keep you alert on the business opportunities in the African continent. Till then, may God bless you. Bye-bye.